And also you'll get to learn a lot about working within a team and hopefully help the world in some way. So the solution challenge is to solve these UN 17 sustainable development goals using Google technologies. And, we have access to all of these 17 sustainable goals. So we'll give you access to those, as well as we're going to try to teach you all of the Google technologies that you want to utilize within your product or within your solution to these 17 sustainable goals. So we have two videos here. They're both from the UN. This one's about, these sustainability goals and really diving deep into how they impact our world. It's a lot longer. I can share you guys the YouTube link, but for now, I'm just going to do a little intro video to start. That's a lot shorter. So there you guys can see all of our sustainability goals and sort of how they'll, you guys should already start thinking of, some ways that some real life apps already incorporate some of these things and how we can use them into our own sustainable solutions and our own goals. Which we'll talk about the prizes first, and then we'll get into the timeline of the solution challenge. So here is the International Solution Challenge prizes. The top 50 teams, the top 50 solution challenges, they get mentorship from Googlers, which is really hands-on, and they'll help you get your product to the next level. It's really where your idea and all of the work you've put in just gets ramped up, and they really take it to another level. And then you get a certificate plus a t-shirt. So it's really good stuff there. The top 10 get additional membership, mentorship, and a swag box. And then they're going to get the opportunity to showcase the solution to Googlers and developers all around the world. And in this presentation, actually, we have the top 10 from last year. So this top 10 finalists is a huge deal. You make a YouTube video about your product and you sort of market it, as well as you show off how great thing you've made. And then the finalists will get this swag box, and then they'll get some cash prizes. So some great cash prizes there. And then you'll also get more cash if you're in the top 3, and you get way more features on the Google developers blog, and a lot more notice from different Googlers and different presentations. So this is how they will judge the solution challenge. And from what I've been told and what I've been looking through with the last 10 is the more Google technologies you use and the bigger impact, the better the score. And you can see here that the impact is 60 points and the tech is 40 points. They really want to see how your idea is going to impact society in a positive way. So you need to address the solution challenge, and then you have to show how it's going to work in the future and how it's going to actually be positive for the world. And then, you know, you need to use this Google technology and it needs to work. So, and then you have a demonstration that is really encapsulates your whole idea. So that presentation piece is very important for showing the impact of your product and showing that your technology does work and how helpful it is. And here's our timeline for the solution challenge. We'll have so this is you joining a GDSC right now. And then we're going to get you all the registration form for the solution challenge. We'll drop this into the comments for the chat for this meeting. So fill that out and you'll get in. There's also a different form that people could fill out to say that they've come. And if you fill out this form, we'll get, you know, your attendance here so we can put you on a team if you do want to be on a team. So we know who's showing up to meetings and who wants to participate. So now the next step after you fill out that form, those forms, what's going to happen at our chapter is to form a team. A lot of people have ideas, a lot of people don't have ideas. So our plan is to have 5 to 10 to 15 minutes every day to have 2 to 3 students come up, have a 5-minute pitch of their idea. And every other student should give them their time to explain their idea completely. And they'll be able to join that team if they want. So for example, I have this hunger app idea that will solve, you know, world hunger and help poverty by giving users the ability to find cheap grocery prices around America or around their area to get their best value and eat healthy as well as eat cheaply. And this will help, and we'll use a Google Cloud database to store all the prices and the IDs, and then we'll use Flutter to design the front end. So then I'll finish my pitch, and during the meeting, students will say, hey, I really liked your hunger app idea. Do you want me to work on it? I sort of like back end on things. And I'll say, sure, you can do the back end. I'll do the front end, and then we can work together on the same team. There are teams of 3 to 4. So 4 is the max for the amount of people on a team, and we should keep it to that. So then with that idea in mind, we'll be able to find the UN Sustainable Development Goals to attach to the ideas. And unfortunately, if you can't find any of the Sustainable Development Goals to attach to your idea, you can't do that idea. It doesn't do any impact, and impact is the most important part of your project. So then hopefully we can get teams done within the first few weeks as we'll be doing system design and design sprints for these first 3 weeks of the challenge. It's going to be really light, nothing too intense. So come out, we'll run you through, and we'll hopefully teach you something about system design within it and how to build an app. So then we'll be able to say, hey, everyone needs to learn Flutter. We also have these resources where if we're going through the system design sprints, and you need to start working on your front end. You would come to me or anyone on the core team and say, hey, I need some stuff about front end design or Google Cloud, and we're going to give you the resources you need, and then we'll be able to work on a event that will bring in a Flutter expert or a Google Cloud expert or a machine learning TensorFlow expert, and we'll host that meeting for you and for anyone else that needs to learn more. So we'll get your hands on all of the resources you need to build this solution challenge. So then it's all due, a demo video is due by March 31st. So we have these next 2.5 months to get a demo video out, which is why, an element on your team should be someone who's really good at marketing, someone who's good at designing it. They don't need to be technical on the technical level. They can be on the design level and the implementation level of, hey, does this user interface work? And you can create forms to ask different students around campus, because this is a part of the design process. Hey, does this user design or user interface work with you? And then you'll get information about that and be able to go around and figure more out about what you want to do with your application and how you can make it better. So there's definitely non-technical roles within a team for creating a whole product or solution challenge. And then you get the showcase day is in July. It's top 10. Usually they bring on the mentors as well. So you'll get that mentoring opportunity in mid-April and May, and you'll really be able to step it up to a next level, and even go further after July with your idea. A lot of the most successful things right now aren't the unicorns of Silicon Valley. They're becoming sustainable tech solutions is where the space is going right now, and you'll be able to create one of those right now. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we have a few overview videos about the solution challenge. We're going to run through one or two of these to sort of introduce you, but we'll get through it. And you can see it's completely international. So you'll be going up against people around the world. So here's the page of all of the solution challenge winners from last year. There was some pretty awesome designs that they had. The top two I know, or top three, are Dementicare, Eye of God, and iRise. Eye of God was really awesome. It's a machine learning application for your phone to alert blind people of, crosswalks or different things. And it was awesome. And then Dementicare is a really cool app about for the elderly to help dementia patients that will they have games on the app as well that will give them stimulus for their brain, and they give a huge patient profile to where they can, they won't forget what they have, and they'll have alerts straight to their doctor for, in case an emergency happens. So, before one of the next 3 meetings we have with this systems design series we have going on, I highly recommend, you don't have to watch all 10 because they are long videos and they have a deep Q&A to them, but go in, see what they did right, what they did wrong, and sort of understand how they used Google technologies in their design, just so you have a good idea of what they're doing and what we could do and how to make their process even better.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to kick off this year's demo
Hey there.
with Dementor.
Next up, we have the team
an
from
app built
Helpure,
with Flutter
an Android
and
app that
Firebase
creates
that
phones
secures
without
the
touching.
All right. So we're going to host this design sprint in the following. So we'll go through this whole pathway to sort of build upon your ideas after your 5-minute elevator pitch or solution challenge pitch to get people on your team. So we have the tools to give you what you need for your design process. And once you understand your idea and how it helps the world, we'll get you all the resources you need to make that idea happen. As well as we have all these code labs. Once again, talk to me or one of the core team members to figure out a way to get your hands on some credits that you can use to learn and be experts in this. Because as I said before, if you want to take on the back-end design and you're trying to build a database for your profiles, you're going to need to use the Google Cloud, to use one of their databases or create a bucket within the Google Cloud to utilize this resource, because you can apply these technologies to anything. So talk to us, we'll get your hands on this. There's also a lot of resources just on the web. So we'll put you in the right direction and we'll get the mentorship and the help you need to create your solution challenge. And then, we're given, these are some frequently asked questions we always have. So you have to do one or more of the 17 SDGs, but the more you do, the better. The more you do, the more recognition you'll get and the higher you'll score, because that impact is so important. And yes, you get 1 entry and teams are 3 to 4 people. So we'll be able to break you guys into teams if you guys bring us your ideas, and we'll be able to get you guys with a project, hopefully, by that March 31st. And then, we are virtual right now because Indiana wants clubs to be virtual, but we may be able to meet in small groups outside of the club, and we'll find out more what IU wants to do as this whole COVID variant pandemic goes on. So we'll play it by ear, but right now we are virtual. But we have tools to get around that: Zoom and Slack channel. Make sure you're a part of our Slack channel. That's our best way of getting out information. So we are fully social distancing right now and virtual. So here's just some past experiences about the solution challenge. But I want to open up the rest of the time to take your guys' questions, sort of understand what everyone wants to do, what you guys want to get out of the club. So feel free to open up your mics and learn and maybe throw out some ideas you already have.
As technology
Well, I don't know if there's any new questions, but I see through the participants, I see a lot of new people. So make sure you're getting into that Slack channel. We'll be able to get everyone in, and we'll be able to talk more at the design sprint next Wednesday at 7 p.m. again. And it's most likely going to be on Zoom. It will definitely be available on Zoom, and we'll make sure everyone is able to attend regardless of our situation on campus. I see a lot of old names though. It's good to see you guys back. I hope you all had a good Christmas break. And yeah.
Thanks,
Awesome.
everyone. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, hey.
Free to log off. Please come back.
Yeah. Come back with your ideas next week and we can start on the solution challenge. Thanks for coming out this week.
Reach out with any
Hope you all
questions
have-
to anyone.
Yeah. Use the Slack channel as much as possible.
Even if you don't feel like you're the strongest in development yet, there's still a place for you. So don't be scared. Cool.
Thank you.